Hi viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Miss Knowledge, and today we are going to continue with chapter 2 of the book of Ruth. So wherever you are viewing from, please join me and let's continue reading out of the book of Ruth. Yesterday we were busy with chapter 1, so we are going to continue today with chapter 2. So as we said, we have 4 chapters in the book of Ruth, so we have 4 days to finish this book. So let's continue with the book of Ruth chapter 2. So join me. So let's start. There was a relative of Naomi's husband, a man of great wealth, of the family of Elimelech. His name was Boaz. So Ruth the Moabitess said to Naomi, "Please let me go to the field and clean hinds of grain after him in whose sight I may find favor." And she said to her, "Go, my daughter." Then she left and went and cleaned in the field after the reapers. And she happened to come to the part of the field belonging to Boaz, who was one of the family of Elimelech. Now behold, Boaz came from Bethlehem and said to the reapers, "The Lord be with you." And they answered him, "The Lord bless you." Then Boaz said to his servant, who was in the charge of the reapers, "Whose young woman is this?" So the servant who was in charge of the reapers answered and said, "It is the young Moabite woman who came back with Naomi from the country of Moab." And she said, "Please let me clean and gather after the reapers among the sheaves." So she came and has continued from morning until now, though she rested a little in the house. Then Boaz said to Ruth, "You will listen, my daughter, will you not? Do not go to clean in another field, nor go from here, but stay close by, young woman. Let your eyes be on the field which they reap, and go after them. Have I not commanded the young men not to touch you? And when you are thirsty, go to the vessels and drink from what the young men have drawn." So she fell on her face, bowed down to the ground, and said to him, "Why have I found favor in your eyes, that you should take notice of me, since I am a foreigner?" And Boaz answered and said to her, "It has been fully reported to me, all that you have done for your mother-in-law since the death of your husband, and how you have left your father and your mother in the land of your birth, and have come to people whom you did not know before. The Lord repay your work, and a full reward be given you by the Lord God of Israel, under whose wings you have come for refuge." Then she said, "Let me find favor in your sight, my Lord, for you have comforted me, and have spoken kindly to your maidservant, though I am not like one of your maidservants." Now Boaz said to her at mealtime, "Come here and eat of the bread, and dip your piece of bread in the vinegar." So she sat beside the reapers, and he passed parched grain to her, and she ate and was satisfied, and kept some back. And when she rose up to clean, Boaz commanded his young men, saying, "Let her clean even among the sheaves, and do not reproach her. Also let grain from the bundles of fall purposely for her. Leave it that she may clean, and do not rebuke her." So she cleaned in the field until evening, and beat out what she had cleaned, and it was about an ephah of barley. Then she took it up and went into the city, and her mother-in-law saw what she had cleaned, so she brought out and gave to her what she had kept back after she had been satisfied. And her mother-in-law said to her, "Where have you cleaned today, and where did you walk? Blessed be one of who took notice of you. So she told her mother-in-law with whom she had walked and said, the man's name with whom I walked today was Boaz. Then Naomi said to her daughter-in-law, blessed be he of the Lord, who has not forsaken his kindness to the living and to the dead. And Naomi said to her, this man is a relation of ours, one of our close relatives. Ruth the Moabitess said, he also said to me, you shall stay close by my young men until they have finished all my harvest. And Naomi said to Ruth, her daughter-in-law, it is good, my daughter, that you go out with his young woman, and that people do not meet you in any other field. So she stayed close by the young woman of Boaz to clean until the end of barley harvest and wheat harvest, and she dwelt with her mother-in-law. So we are done with chapter 2. So please do join me. So do not hesitate. If you haven't joined me yesterday, please just join me from today onwards, because we have 2 days to finish the book of Ruth. So wherever you are viewing from, please do like and subscribe and turn on the notification button, and please drop a comment if